Hey guys, how's it going? This is Peter from MTG Bridge, and we're doing a deck tech with a daily today. So last night, my good friend Korey Fay shipped me this Jund standard list, and I don't know about this, but I've played it a couple times in an 8-man and some practice games, and it looks pretty sweet. I don't know. He says it's supposed to be the blue-white decks, and so if it does that, it'll be really good on Moto because there are a lot of blue-white decks on Moto right now. So basically, what I know about this deck is it's Jund. Like the old version of Jund, the mana's not that great. We got 14 dual lands playing all the green-red ones, Woodland Cemeteries, and we got 2 red-black ones. We got a bunch of forests, which makes our eight of these M10 duels come into play untapped, and we can cast our birds on turn 1, so I haven't had too much of a problem with that so far, so that's nice at least. And then we got a couple of mountains, a couple of swamps, and a Kese Wolf Run as our one colorless card. Our mana creatures, I guess, are birds and Viridian Emissary. Viridian Emissary is it's pretty nice in this deck because it lets you block and play something huge against the aggro decks, and it lets you have 2-1 for 2 against the control decks. Jens is also a 1-of in this deck, and so between Viridian Emissary and Solemn Simulacrum, you can find double of all of your colors fairly easily. This deck has 4 Daybreak Rangers in it. They are very good against the blue-white deck as long as they don't Vapor Snag it and kill you. There's a lot of flyers with Moorland Haunt and stuff, so even not flipping it is usually gets a lot of work done. And then we have our legendary creature section. We have 2 Olivias, which are obviously good against the blue-white deck as well. And against the more mid-rangey decks, you can always steal a Titan or whatever. And then Glissa the Trader. So I'm not a huge fan of this card, but it's a 3-drop, I guess, and it's actually not that bad. Like, you kind of have to look at it as a 3/3 that is just going to kill anything it gets into combat with. And then obviously Glissa works well with the Ratchet Bombs that we have, and then these 2 guys, if we're getting those back, that'd be pretty good, I guess. We have 1 Thrun in the main deck. Don't have to explain Thrun really. Then we have On Acidic Slime. He is in the deck because sometimes you need to blow up target artifact, enchantment, or land. You know how it is. Alright, we're playing 3 Garrux in this deck. We have 2 Primal Hunters and a Relentless. Then our 6 drops, we have 1 of each Inferno Titan, Grave Titan, and Inferno Titan. So that's awesome. Then our removal is, we used to have Arc Trails, but now that people are playing Invisible Stalkers, it's kind of tech for the blue-white mirror. We're putting Slag Storms in their place. I really like that change. It works well with emissaries and Yenses, and if you can flip this into a 4/4, it's really good. Obviously. Then we got some spot removal and Doomblade and Incinerates. We have 1 Naturalize in the main deck, which is, I think, pretty neat. Most of these decks play at least 1 Sword or Oblivion Rings or whatever, so one Naturalize I think is always going to do something. Then we got these 3 Ratchet Bombs in our deck. Those are just good against aggro. They combo with Glissa the Trader, and just sort of an all-purpose card, I guess. Our sideboard is a little strange. The only card I don't have for this deck is there's supposed to be a 2nd Thrun in the sideboard, and I think it would be over this Naturalize, but I'm not sure. Maybe the Ancient Grudge. So basically we have 4 Autumn's Veil against the Esper and blue-black Poison, something like that. In Morricide, we bring in a couple against Control, and against the ramp decks, we bring in all of them. Garruk Relentless, bringing against the slower decks, usually. Curse, good against the aggro decks, obviously. If you can stick 2 of them, it's usually a good game. We have this other Naturalize and 3 Ancient Grudges against any Pure Steel Paladin or Tempered Steel Shenanigans. Also, it's another spot removal spell against any Inkmoth Nexus. So hopefully we can do some good things with this deck. Hopefully we'll play against a lot of blue-white and get to test it out against that. Thanks for watching.